Let's go over our new letter D. After our DLO, we'll review how to write it. We'll do our vocabulary cards, and then it will be your turn to write it in your Journeys notebook. Okie dokie, let's get started with our DLO, our daily learning objective. Today I will read and write the letter D. Now it's your turn. Today I will read and write the letter D. So here's our D. D, dear. Say D. D. D says D, D, D. A very short D, not duh. Don't drop your jaw and say duh. It's not duh, dear. It's D, dear. D. Okay, let's review our letters that we've learned. S. S says S. A. Short A says a. It's a vowel, makes two or more sounds. Uh-oh, fix that. T says T. I says I. P says P. N says smile. Comes out your nose, the sound. C says K. E, short E says E. E is a vowel, makes two or more sounds, just like I forgot to say it. K says K. J, let's do capital J, lowercase j. J says J. H says R says R, not R. Do not say R. It says R. M says All right, let's do D for D, dear. Where's my marker? There it is. I just want to review our lowercase d. Last time we made our bed. So put your arms up in front of you, your pointer finger and your thumbs. Put them together and your other fingers to close together like this. There we go. Gotta get it with the camera right. Say B, D, bed. B, D, bed. B, D. So our D is in our right hand. I'll draw a picture of a little bed again with my B and my D. Whoa, that went a little crazy. So B and D. So if this was a little bed, I'm so happy, sleeping away. Bed is B-E-D. So I should have my little person right here. Sleeping on a bed. So that's why we're practicing like this. Make our bed. B, D, D, D. Okay, capital D. Capital D starts with the sky, like all capital letters. It's going to be down, jump up, curve down. D. Now it's your turn. Straight arm, pointer finger, point to the tip of my marker. Down, jump up, curve down. D. Down, jump up, curve down, D. One more. Down, jump up, curve down, D. D says D, D, D. Make sure your D has a big belly. Lowercase d. Starts at the fence, left around the dinosaur, up from head to toe. D. Your turn. Straight arm, pointer finger, point to the tip of my marker. Let's go. Left around the dinosaur, up from head to toe. D. Left around the, sorry, that one turned off. Sometimes it can be a little tricky riding sideways. Left around the dinosaur, up from head to toe. D. One more. Left around the dinosaur, up from head to toe. D. D says D, D, D. Let me show you some D's I don't want to see. I don't want to see D's that start at the sky and then come up from the bottom. Don't do that. Pick up your pencil when you do your capital D. Another capital D I don't want to see. Sometimes you guys do this. You don't quite make it down to the bottom. Make sure it touches the sky and the ground. Some lowercase d's I don't want to see. D, D, D. I don't want to see a circle and a stick. I can tell if you do a circle and a stick. I don't want to see down, up, and around. I don't want to see that. It's just left around the dinosaur, up from head to toe, because when you learn how to do a cursive D, you go up to the sky and you come down, you don't pick up your marker. So that's the word day, D-A-Y, in cursive. Okay, now let's go over our vocabulary cards. We have a lot of them today because there happens to be a lot of words that have the initial sound D, D. I think I'll use purple today, my favorite color. All right, I hope I have enough magnets. What are these two people doing? Dance. They like to dance. D, dance. Let's see right here. D, ants. Dance. Dance. If you ever go out to the lake or sometimes rivers have these, you might walk out onto the dock. D, dock. There's also a dock, like the dock of a tail for animals, like a horse dock or a dog's dock. D, dock. Some animals live in an underground home, and it's called a den. D, den. D-N, den. What says D? D. What says E? E. What says N? N, den. What is this called on your house or your bedroom? Door. D, door. D, oor, door. Some of you might play the drums. Now this one is a little tricky because it's an R blend, D-R, and sometimes it sounds like let's see, drum, like trums. Some people say trums, but it's drums, drums. D, D. So we'll learn about R blends later. Drums. What's this little critter? Duck. D, D, duck. D, duck. Some of you like this tasty little treat. Donut. Donut. D, D, donut. Up here. D, O, N, donut. These live around Farmington. Deer. D, D, deer. D, E, oop, ear. Deer. What are these animals called? Dinosaur. D, D, dinosaur. It's a long word. D, I, N, O, soar. Yeah, Dragonfly. Dragonfly. That's another R blend. Dragonfly. O-I. Last one. You may have played with these. Dominoes. Dominoes. D-O-M-I-N-O-S. Dominoes. All right, our bucket is empty. Say D. D. D says D. 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 Repeat the vocabulary words after me. Say dance, donut, deer, dinosaur, dragonfly, dominoes, duck, drums, door, den, dock, D. D. D says D, D, D. Get your Journeys Reader's Notebook and turn to page WTK4. WTK4. We've got D. Don't forget to write your name. Find D, circle it, trace D, and then you'll write it about 4 or 5 times. Capital D, lowercase d. Find your capital and lowercase d's in the letter search. And here is a D, dinosaur. Our new letter is D. D. D says D, D, D. Now it's your turn to go practice the letter D.